Hello and welcome to part 4 of our Sigma build. As you can see, gotten quite a long way with it. Would have been quite a bit further along had I not decided to make a few changes and move things around, which just made a whole lot of work for myself. The other problem that we've got here is that in this video I was really hoping to have the car driving and be able to do a bit of video on it driving. Unfortunately, can't do that because although the motor runs and everything, the transmission doesn't work. It selects gears but won't drive, so gearbox has got to come out. But we'll show you some of the stuff that we have done in the meantime. One of the changes I decided to make was to not put the pot air cleaner in the engine bay the way this is mounted. That's actually not legal. It's got to be covered. So I figured as long as we're going to cover it, let's put it somewhere where it can breathe cold air instead of hot air out of the engine bay. So where the air cleaner is going to go is down inside this little panel, down inside there. So the air cleaner will actually sit right down inside there, and these holes in the front will allow cold air to come up and reach it. So in order to get it down there, I bought these silicon bends. These came from Rocket, and I knew that I could get 90 degree and 45 degree bends. What I didn't know was that Rocket had 67 degree bends, and 67 degree bends just work so well. That bend there and that one on the throttle body with that piece of pipe puts the air cleaner exactly where I want it to be. So in order to block off that area in there, I had to make up this aluminium panel which will drop down and seal off that area. This little piece of stainless here is for the pipe to come down one end and the air cleaner to fit up on the bottom on the opposite end. Now to fill that panel right up, that area, also made up this little filler panel which will drop in the side there, and it'll block off some of that wiring that's over there. Also made a panel for the passenger side here, and this will slip down here behind the battery and block off all of that wiring and relays and everything that's inside the inner guard there. So unfortunately can't drive it, but we have gotten quite a long way. All the exhaust system is now done. It's all stainless steel. We've got a muffler before the diff and another muffler after the diff. This is a Flowmaster muffler here that I got from Rocket. Good quality muffler. Kind of wish I'd bought two of them now. And this is a slightly smaller muffler. It's just one off eBay. It's a little Chinese one. The other thing that I've added to it is a little exhaust cutout. Now, people have seen this and commented on it and said, oh, why didn't you put it up the front? Well, the reason I didn't put it at the front is because I didn't want an exhaust leak. What I wanted was the sound difference between one muffler and two mufflers. So when I want it nice and quiet, this is shut and it goes through two mufflers. Now this little unit, I bought this off AliExpress. It was dirt cheap. It was like $70. It came with all of this pipe, and the cutout was mounted here. So all I've done is cut that off and mount it onto my exhaust pipe. And it's remote control. So I can just open and close it at will from inside the car. So I was pretty pleased with that for just $70, and it works like a charm. Well, that's about it for this episode. The car's ready to go now. Sadly, we can't drive it, but it's off to the transmission man, and we'll get the transmission sorted out, and in the next video should be a runner. So thanks again for tuning in.